sorry, I can't help you out. I'm sorry. Won't drop it! Oh, sorry, I can't help you out. Drop it! Hi guys, welcome to this classic battle between the Colt Detective Special, early to mid 70s, versus the Smith & Wesson 12, early to mid 60s. All right, these are both very lightweight. This is the steel, the Detective Special, 21 ounces. This is aluminum frame, 17 ounces, and yet they're both 6-shot revolvers. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this part one of the range session. If I can get more 38 ammo, hopefully there will be a part two. I am not a snub-nosed revolver shooter, so keep that in mind. But this is part of the range session, as it probably should be, with 158 grain semi-wad cutters and Zeta strips to reload with. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Let's take a little look-see here of the Colt Detective Special, an icon of early movies. Look at that nice shine already. Just cleaned her up a couple times. And this aluminum frame, Smith & Wesson 12. Hard to find as well. Didn't even know they made it, because I don't want to lug around a 32-ounce, 34-ounce, stubby 2-inch anyway, K-frame. But 17 ounces, I still think nowadays this is probably one of the very best backup pistols you could carry. Offside front pocket, offside in a cone front pocket. 6 shots way better than 5. This is obviously full size. I should be able to shoot well with it because the sights. This is just a little bit bigger than a J-frame. Barely, and yet you get those 6 shots. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. All right, guys, because of limited ammo, I'm going to take just a single shot, first shot, single action, then we're going to do DA from the Smith & Wesson. And it would probably fit my hand better if I get a Tyler T grip on it. Hopefully I can get that to evaluate things fairly. Remember, the Smith is bigger, has better sights, especially since the Colt is nickel. And the front sights have not been painted yet. That might get rectified. All right, dead center looked like a little high, so maybe that's just me needing to dip it, but dead center. With the Colt, the sight's not painted, so I may hit high with it. All right, let's see how I did. The Smith & Wesson, just a little high. Again, guys, I'm not used to shooting snub sights, so that is on me. And I missed with the Colt, unless we find out otherwise. That is for sure probably on me as well. Both high for me. Needed to really evaluate, I would need to put bright orange on the front sight so I know if I'm pointing it high a bit naturally, so we'll find out. Let's try one more shot, single action with the Colt. And guys, Colts go clockwise, Smith & Wesson's Rugers go counterclockwise. Keep that in mind when you're only loaded 1 round. It is not painted. Let's see. Okay, a little lower. The eye line was right. Elevation was right, but still left. Reloading with the Zeta 6 clip. You put it in, and you rip it out, and there we go. Okay, guys, please keep in mind I'm not a snubby shooter, and we're going from 7 yards now with the Smith & Wesson, just slow fire, but I may be all over the place. Okay, here we go. Let's see how I did. All right, well, I say this old Smith is still mechanically very accurate, considering I have 3 right here, 2 touching there and 1 there, and they're all pretty linear. So that's just me learning where to put the front post. I seem to want to shoot both of these a little high naturally, but that's very good and something I would get used to. And I'd much rather shoot someone high in the spine and the throat than low in the stomach, where it doesn't necessarily stop their deadly actions at all, or like for 55 seconds. Okay, Zeta 6K clip, you get it in. I'm having a little bit of difficulty just because of grips and releases, and you whip it off, but I'm sure that takes practice, and these are just breaking in. All right. All right, let's see how the Colt does. 7 yards, double action, slow fire. I got a smoke screen so my attacker can't get me. All 6A zone, all 6A zone. So when you do my part, either one will do their part. Zeta 6K clip, K pack. All 6 or 5 for your J frames, or even LCRs to make a separate one, or 3x3. I have a separate video on some of these. And you can also keep them together like this in your back pocket. I wouldn't carry lead, but I had them in plastic today to carry in the car on the way here, just to make sure this was all good. This is what I would carry in my back pocket. If I was carrying a coat, I'd probably have 2 of these. So let's see how that works. Smash your ejector. Yes, hit your ejector, contrary to some weirdos. Go here, rip them off. And obviously I'm not snubby as, experienced as Paul Harrell, but there we go. All right, now moderate speed with the Smith & Wesson 5 yards, going from an excellent Don Hume holster, but it's 4 GP100, so the K-frames doesn't fit it. But I'm just gonna go and draw slow, and we'll do a little faster. We're unlimited ammo, guys. Okay, let's see how I did. Okay, 4 out of 6, pretty good. 1, 2, A box, basically A box, a little high right in the throat. 1 bad, that wouldn't have done much unless it happened to hit that brachial artery that comes up from the arm. So, not bad, not an expert, and the grips on the Smith are slim for me. I think I would do far better, number 1, with Tyler T grip on it. Hopefully we can do that in a round 2 in the future. And also, guys, if the front, it was washing out, black on the gray, the front sight was washed out. If I had it painted bright orange, I think it would have been cleaned up quite a bit better. 1 better. There we go. Let's do the 3x3 K pack, Zeta strip, and the Colt. See how that works out. Not bad. So I would get both and time yourself and figure out carry methods. I would get both the products and check the grips and how everything interacts. All right, now the Colt Detective Special 5 yards. And shorter but thick grip for my big hands. Feels pretty good. We'll see how the hits were. All right, here's our hits. I think I was naturally quicker because it fits my hand a little bit better. Again, the Smith grip's thinner. I have XL gloves. It's very similar head to head. Both these revolvers are doing my part, their part. I got to do a little bit better my part. But first time with them, I think they would serve you very well. All right, guys, so old revolvers, still old reliable, right? So now bad breath, 3 yards distance. We'll figure out what we're going to do with the Smith & Wesson. Now, excuse the noise, and wanted to say, so I talked about the Tyler T grip. I'll see if he can maybe give me one out. That I think would help me out to evaluate it a little more real. Hopefully we can find more rounds and do more in the future. Also, real pocket holster and offside, which is what I would carry these as a backup. I still think a 6-shot lightweight snubby is a wonderful backup slash work weapon. So in a non-permissive environment, I say carry it in your offside front pocket. Muscle memory goes there. As soon as you leave, or maybe if you have a lockbox, or you should get one in your vehicle, you put on something bigger, primary side, and you always have a weapon available in both hands, and something to hand to someone else if need be, and things of that nature. But for up close you can be, the revolver has a lot of great advantages, especially if you're in a car fight, if you're a driver with your offhand having to turn around if you're a driver, something I just kind of occurred to me, as well as any integral gunfight. Okay, so, I also wanted to say a real pocket holster, of course, would help, and hopefully next time we will be able to evaluate the wonderful holsters from LAPD veteran Robert Mika of Mika Pocket Holsters. Go to Mika Pocket Holsters. Hopefully we'll get something that is beautiful and fast and perfect enough for these things. Again, today we're working with not exactly ideal holsters. Right now down Hume 1, but it's in the bigger GP 100 right now, and the grip's a little thin for me. All right. Get it really. Whoa! Well, considering my draw on the grip was bad and I had to readjust, 5 right there, upper thoracic, heart, spine, lungs, right there, and 1 in the artery perfectly. Whew, that even make them bleed out faster. So even with a bad grip, revolver up close and personal, you're more likely to need it. Really, guys, 5 yards and in, 7 yards and in. Look at the 62 GGU by Tom Givens. Okay, guys, now left hand with the Smith, left hand offside for me. I'm right-handed. Pocket carry. Unfortunately, don't have a great Mika pocket holster yet. Hopefully next time, if we can find more ammo. But 3 yards, I need to check it, because for me, this would most likely be a backup, or possibly some are carrying 2 lightweight revolvers, if that's the way I decided to go when I get older, or whatever. But even now, I'm thinking, man, a 6-shot lightweight revolver would really make a great backup gun. Okay? So, again, draw might not be great, whatever. I'm going to do 2 shots. Let's do 2 shots, both-handed. We'll see how it goes. I don't like trouble, man. I don't like trouble, man. Back up! Okay, let's see what I did. It rocked a bit because of the thin grips again. Well, I'd say putting 2 on top of each other in the lung right there, I would say that would be pretty effective. All right, let's try 2 shots one-handed with the Smith. Hey, dude, man, I can't help you out. I'm sorry. Won't do it! And 1 good and 1 not so good. Maybe I'd get lucky, broken collarbone. That is not very acceptable to me. But again, I'm just kind of checking these out. Both have, the Smith & Wesson has a very good trigger. Great trigger. Colt Detective Special, offhand, 2-handed, 2 shots. Hey, dude, man, hey, back off, dude. Hey, man, I don't got a problem. I don't got a problem. No, dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm so... Back up! And with the 2-handed grip, even my offside, we see 2 right on top of each other pretty much in the lungs. All right, let's finish up with 3 shots, one-handed, 3 yards. I tend to overswing, something I need to work on with revolvers. Hey, man, back off, dude. Sorry, I can't help you. Drop it! So I did. Now with the Colt, probably because of the bigger grip, the thicker grip, it's shorter, but it's thicker. With the Colt, I was able to keep in there, all there, even with one-handed. So, you know, a 6-shot lightweight backup carry revolver, could it be right for you? Especially old ones, excellent triggers on a Colt or a Smith & Wesson. That's what's up. Excellent trigger is going to be hard to find nowadays. I reckon it kind of similar to an 8.56 ultralight Taurus, maybe. That's something you could pick up. I've looked at them, and they seem pretty good. The triggers are pretty good. So, but old classics, guys, old classics probably aren't going to let you down. We just saw that. Did really well, and I'm not a snubby shooter. I think the Colt, and I think that the Smith & Wesson, 12, the Colt Detective Special, possibly even a Colt Agent or a Colt Cobra, I think they have great triggers, and that makes you able to cover your butt. Please thumbs up, share, subscribe, smash that subscription, and thumbs up. Thank you. Guys, so both these beauties performed flawlessly. Take a look-see. Mid-70s Colt Detective Special. 17 ounces, but bigger. 21 ounces, but smaller. Really almost a J-frame. 0.008 or something thicker. It's not as thick as you think to get that 6 shot. So this is really a K-frame, but it happens to be lightweight. Nice sight picture there. Now nickel, this sight picture is a little narrow and both need to be a painted front sight. But this will clean up after all these rounds. It needs to be shot, but look at that shine. Hello. An old reliable here. I mean, some famous writers and gunfighters wrote about this. Jim Cirillo carried this as a backup. I think that you'll be very well served with something like either of these, should you be lucky enough to find one in good shape. And I think you will enjoy it a lot. Both have phenomenal triggers. Nice brakes. Please thumbs up, share, subscribe. Thanks. Enjoy, everybody.